This is very, very interesting. President Joe Biden is currently experiencing the highest initial approval rating of any president dating back 28 years to Bill Clinton in 1993. The All America Economic Survey has found that Joe Biden has a 62% approval rating right now, his initial approval rating. That beats the first presidential rating of Barack Obama, of George W. Bush, of Bill Clinton, and of course of Donald Trump. And in fact, Joe Biden's initial rating of 62% approval is 18 points higher than that of Donald Trump. There are a number of takeaways here. First of all, when we look at these numbers and understand that there are hyper-partisan enclaves of Americans that will either always approve or always disapprove of a president merely based on political party, you realize that the real range, it's not really 0 to 100. It's probably more like, I don't know, 20 to 80 or 25 to 75 or whatever. So when you see a rating of 36, that is much closer to the bottom than it would seem, because some portion will always approve of the president. When you see a number like 62, that's much closer to the top because some portion will always disapprove. So number one, the difference between 62 and 36 is much bigger than merely the difference between the two numbers when you understand American politics. That's number one. Number two important takeaway is that this really reinforces that Donald Trump could have easily won re-election if back in March he had simply said, this is serious. The doctors know what to do. Let's do what they say. Oh, they say wear masks. We are printing American flag masks. Do the patriotic thing. If Trump and his staffers were regularly pictured from the beginning with the patriotic American flag masks, I know that might violate flag code. Okay, don't email me about that. Donald Trump would have sailed to re-election, as we saw so many world leaders do who dealt with the virus well. And that is confirmed by this polling. Much of Joe Biden's early approval is based on his handling of the coronavirus, on which he has a nearly 70% approval rating. So Trump could be president right now, and it's because of Trump that he is not. We'll continue to follow Joe Biden's approval. It could go up, it could go down. I really don't know. These are unique circumstances in which we find ourselves. But I want to hear from you. Where do you believe Joe Biden's approval will go? And or does it depend on accomplishing something like, for example, getting the COVID relief checks to Americans? I believe if he fails to do it, it will be a political disaster, but I do believe he is going to do it. Let me know your thoughts. I'm on Twitter at @Pakman. One of our sponsors is Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon breakfast cereal. Sweet and delicious like the cereals you had as a kid, without the sugar. Magic Spoon tastes exactly like the cereal brands we all know and loved as kids, but it has no sugar, only 3 net carbs, and 13 grams of protein. Perfect for anyone following a keto or low-carb diet, or just anybody wanting to eat less sugar. Comes in frosted fruity cocoa and their all-new flavor peanut butter. That's my favorite Magic Spoon flavor. Or you can get a variety pack so you can try all 4. Magic Spoon is so confident in how delicious their cereal is, they'll give you all of your money back if you don't absolutely love it. They'll give you $5 off when you go to magicspoon.com/Pakman. The link is right underneath this video.